So I get this question periodically. I'm losing 5 pounds in a month. Is that normal? Um, well, it depends, but most people would say it's not normal. You should be losing a lot more. And especially if you compare yourself to your spouse or a friend that's losing a lot more, you're like, wow, it's not working, right? When you evaluate anything, you're always comparing two things, okay? You're comparing what's normal and what's going on with you to find out what's going on. And it's very, very important for you to know what is normal, okay? How much fat can a person burn per week in an ideal situation with a good metabolism? Well, that data is 2 pounds, 2 pounds of fat per week. That's like the best case scenario. Now, I'm not talking about when you're fasting. If you were to fast for a week, you would lose probably about 3.5, a little bit more pounds per week. So in a month, that comes out to 8 pounds, right? So if you're losing 5 pounds, you're like, okay, what's wrong? This is not normal. I should be losing 2 pounds, like Dr. Berg said. Yeah, I said that, but I also said that's the ideal situation for someone with a healthy, fast metabolism. You might have a slow metabolism, in which case you may only lose 1 pound per week. So, what is normal for a person with a slow metabolism? It's actually a half a pound a week to 1 pound of fat loss per week. So, 4 pounds of fat loss per month is not bad for someone with a slow metabolism. It could be even 2 pounds. Now, let's say, for example, you drink alcohol, maybe on the weekends. Maybe you drank 4 times this month, okay? There's some other information you need to know, and that is this. All it takes is a tiny amount of carbohydrate to block fat burning for a good amount of time, for 2 to 3 days, because you just knocked yourself out of ketosis, okay? It's important to know this. That's normal. So when you're evaluating, that could be the reason, because if you take those lost 8 to 12 days of fat burning away from that month, now that changes everything, okay? If you had a healthy metabolism and you lost 2 pounds a week times 3, that's 6 pounds. And you might think that's abnormal when in fact that is normal based on what you did. So there are various things that you need to know to have the correct conclusions and to not be so frustrated. If you're not sleeping, another big factor, because when you're not sleeping, it's almost like you're eating sugar because it affects your blood sugars. It increases cortisol. Same thing with stress. Stress is like eating candy because it can release sugar from the body. So these are all just factors to look at so you're not so frustrated, so you know what normal is, so you stick to it and you don't give up when it's actually working. That would be devastating. There's always something you can do to improve things. You can fast longer. If you're at 2 meals a day, go to 1 meal a day. If you're at 1 meal a day and you're not hungry, just go to once every other day. But fasting is a very powerful way to improve insulin resistance, to improve your metabolism, and to speed things up. And I'm not just talking about just not eating, losing weight. I'm talking about what it's doing to your body health-wise. Huge. All right. Thanks for watching.
Hey, before you go real quick, I have a course entitled How to Bulletproof Your Immune System. It's a free course. I want you to take it. And here's why. Here's you. Here is your environment. Everyone is focused on this over here, avoiding your environment. But what about here? What about strengthening your immune system? That's what's missing. This course will show you how to bulletproof yourself, and so you can tolerate and resist your environment much better by strengthening your own immune system. I put a link down in the description right down below. Check it out and get signed up today.